I'm Whitney Miller, family nurse practitioner at Mountain Laurel Integrated Healthcare. I have long had a heart for serving others since I was little and have always wanted to provide care to people in our community. We also offer our family dental clinic, behavioral health care, an in-agency pharmacy, a 24-hour crisis stabilization unit and safe detox, in-agency lab, transportation services, and much more. Mountain Laurel Integrated Healthcare, where change begins.
Coach Koger, what's happening? Appreciate you coming on. First and foremost, tell us about what you got coming back this year.
We got a lot of returners this year, a lot of guys back from last year that got a lot of experience, so I think we'll be better, we'll be much improved. A lot of guys back up front, offensively, defensively, so we only lost a couple starters, so we're looking for a lot of improvement this year.
Okay. Tell me how you guys kind of came about making this happen today.
Yeah, so with Jackson playing here last year at Logan, Coach Mullins and I have a good relationship, and he called me up last week and asked if we'd be interested in coming over for a practice. So I thought it was a great opportunity for both of our teams to get work with another group, see another jersey, and get a lot of good reps that way. So when he called and gave the opportunity, we were on it instantly.
So what are some things you guys are kind of keying on today and getting better at?
We want to get better both sides of the ball. Really, with things right now where you can't go full contact, a lot of 7-on-7 stuff, it's a lot of timing, getting people in the right places and seeing what people can do, different things, and kind of see where we're going to be lineup-wise. But really want to work technique, and like I said, both sides of the ball, we want to get better at just being in the right spot and getting our timing right.
So for people who don't know, talk us through some of your key guys coming back and playing this year.
Yeah, we've got Ashton Reed back this year. He missed a lot of last year with injury. He'll probably play a lot of different positions, primarily tight end, defensive line. Our quarterback, Caden Vance, is back. Last year was his first year as a starter, but a lot of good experience, and I look for him to have a big year. Dakota Martin, Cameron York, two linebackers, both back on the defensive side. So those guys are going to carry us as far as that goes, but we have a lot of returners too, a lot of new guys that we look for to make a big difference for us too.
Well, Coach, I appreciate it. I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot more of each other.
Thank you.
See you. Coach Nick Booth, appreciate you coming on. Tell us about what we got going on here today.
Well, we have organized a joint practice. Westside was nice enough to come over. Justin Koger, Jackson's brother, older brother. We've had a relationship with them, come over and have a joint practice. This is the first time we've done this as far as two teams coming down. It's actually worked out pretty well. You see we got linemen on one end, back seven going on the other. So far so good. I kind of like it, to be honest with you.
Well, good. Tell us a little bit about what you guys got coming back this year.
So, no real surprise, we lost a whole lot of firepower, but man, we got a talented 10th grade group that played a lot of JV ball last year that's looking to step it up. Riley Jones is back. He's going to be a senior this year. We feel like skill-wise, we're going to be right there as close to where we were last year to put athletes out on the field to help make plays.
What's some things you guys are really locking in on and trying to get better with today?
Today, technique. This early in the year, we're looking at form and technique. We're running through some stuff, base offense stuff, base defense stuff, just trying to make sure we're locked in there before we try to start elaborating on anything. This is really only practice, or 3-week practice number 4. So, we're still in the infant stages of what we want to do, but we don't change a whole lot. So these guys are familiar with what we do and how we do things, and we're steps ahead of where we were when we came in 2 years ago.
That's good. Talk about some of the guys you got coming back this year.
I mentioned Riley. Caden Justice is back. I keep turning around because I keep looking at him. Defensively, Kyron Tolliver, who played a big role down the stretch, had a couple big picks there and moved down to linebacker, played safety most of the year, came down because of injury towards the end. Both Drew Berry and Adam Basin are back, quarterbacks. If whichever one of them is not playing quarterback, they can play receiver. And they'll be in the top 4 of those guys too. You keep looking out there. We're looking for big things out of Chase Hatfield. Chase is come on late after soccer last year, just wanted to kick, kind of got a little taste of it, and he likes it. He wants to do the full gamut this year, wants to do the whole thing, and he's been impressive here in the first couple weeks. And we're looking for a lot out of Braxton Wolford. He played a lot last year, got in there at the end, not afraid to put his nose in there. We look for big things out of him playing linebacker this year.
Good, Coach. I appreciate you coming on.
Right. Thank you. Appreciate it, guys.
Caden Vance, appreciate you coming on. So you are an incoming junior.
Yes, sir.
Played quarterback last year.
Yes, sir.
Tell us about what you've been doing this summer to get better.
We just gotta. It's more of like a team thing. We all gotta, as a team, we're putting in the work and relying on myself. I gotta become a better leader. So I've been working on that to help lead this team. We need a leader bad.
Well, that's why you guys are out here doing this. Talk about what it means to, get to play against somebody who's not on your team that you don't get to see every day.
It's a lot better because when you're playing against your team every day, you get to the point and people start cheating in practice and get lazy. And when you get out here against other competition, you can hone in and work on your skills. It helps.
Well, tell me, from your perspective as a quarterback, what do you guys need to really focus on and get better at this offseason?
The attitude's got to change. The losing mentality of 3-7 is okay. It's got to change.
That's a great thing to start building on right now. You got anything else you'd like to say?
That's good. That's all.
Well, I appreciate you coming on, man. Good luck.
Thank you.
Drew Barry, appreciate you coming on. Coming back for your senior year. Tell us how you feel.
I feel really good coming this year. Put in a lot of work this offseason, which a lot of the guys have. There's been a lot of talk we won't be as good. We're losing a lot of players, defensively, offensively, but I think we're going to be right there. We've been in the weight room. Guys been working all off-season, myself included, so I'm really excited for this upcoming year.
Well, a day like today where you get to bring another team in and kind of go against some fresh competition. What's that like as opposed to going up against the same guys every day?
It's really good for your team because you kind of get used to seeing the same players over and over again, and that brings a real game situation to yourself of seeing other players and other teams do stuff against you, certain strategies, certain defenses, certain offenses. So, it brings a really good practice for both teams because they get the same reps we do.
Well, tell us about your progression this offseason. What have you been working on? What's been going on with you?
I've just been working on just trying to get the ball out quicker. I feel like that was a lot of my problem last year. My arm was a little bit slower. I got sacked a lot, threw some interceptions. That happens, and I've been working a lot to make sure that don't happen this year. So, we've been working on that.
Well, good. Glad to see you, and we appreciate you coming on, man.
Yes.
Hello, I'm Tiara Farrell, Family Nurse Practitioner at Mountain Laurel Integrated Healthcare. We are your federally qualified healthcare center offering family, primary care services, and other services for individual and families in Southern West Virginia and Eastern Kentucky. Integrated Care blends all of our services into a one-stop shop. We offer better results through professional treatments and a close collaboration and communication with our health experts and various services. Mountain Laurel Integrated Healthcare, where change begins.